Much like Fort McHenry, which was built to protect Baltimore Harbor during the War of 1812, Fort Sumter was built to defend Charleston Harbor. Fort McHenry inspired our national anthem when Francis Scott Key, who was briefly held by the British, witnessed the naval attack on Fort McHenry. The British bombarded Fort McHenry all day and into the night. The bombshells were meant to explode on impact, but sometimes exploded in midair. Arcs of red flame from the rockets lit up the night sky. Shortly before daylight, the British retreated. Key had been held behind the British fleet and did not know what was happening at the front. But by dawn's early light, he could see that our flag was still there, flying proudly over Fort McHenry. Using the back of a letter he had in his pocket, Francis Scott Key jotted down notes describing what he had seen, heard, and felt during the long night. He called the finished poem Defense of Fort McHenry, and it was adapted to an old English melody and sung by a Baltimore actor who called it the Star-Spangled Banner. The fact that Fort McHenry held firm against the British, the most powerful navy in the world at the time, led the young U.S. military to conclude that masonry forts were the answers to homeland security. Fort Sumter is one of 30 masonry forts built at major American ports after the Fort McHenry victory, and it will forever go down in history as the site of the first shots of the Civil War. Just another reason to get out there, learn, and explore the beauty and history of coastal South Carolina.